Good morning, y'all. Welcome again to Stephanie's Vlog and Walk. So, I decided to come back, obviously, and finish my workouts. Today I decided to stretch before I got started because my hip started hurting a little bit while I was tossing this bad boy around on a walk here. So, I felt that I needed to kind of stretch things out a little bit so that I'm not sore when I get home. Got plenty of water with my little orange peel in it and my tea bag of passion fruit. I drink tea and cold tea. I just put a tea bag in my cold water and call it a day. Some people don't really like the taste. I've gotten used to it. Once you get yourself out the habit of having a taste or a craving for sugar, you end up actually having different taste buds pretty much. Like you reacquire a taste for nature. And when your body is able to differentiate the taste and the minerals that come from every taste, your body will actually start craving exactly what it needs to be nutritioned. And that alone is amazing to me. Along with the embodiment of being spiritual, which is amazing in itself too, because what will happen is that if you're not balanced, your body won't communicate appropriately. So instead of telling you that your ass hurts, it'll tell you that your back hurts. So things like that. However, when it comes to things like being spiritually aligned, your body knows exactly what to do when the time comes. When it becomes appropriate for you to stretch certain muscles, it'll tell you exactly which ones to do and how far to take it. It's just, I don't know, being in touch with the one in yourself. And it's a beautiful feeling. It is. And excuse me, I'm a little winded, but I'm trying to get better at talking and walking at the same time. Maybe it'll help me get better at singing and walking at the same time. You know, I think I'm doing pretty decent. Y'all understand me well. But yeah, my day has been going awesome, and it just started. I love feeling the environment. I love being me. I love being married to who I'm married to. I know sometimes I post pictures and stuff, without my ring and stuff, and it's just because I've lost a lot of weight, so it dances around my fingers, so the actual rock get in between my fingers and kind of poke me. So it's uncomfortable. I'm the type of person that if I could be naked, I would be naked. I hate clothes. And it's hot. No one wants to be all hot and gritty with all this metal and stuff all over them. So the minute I get home, I strip because I hate it. I barely wear a bra because I hate feeling constricted. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just being spiritually aligned. My spirit doesn't like to be constricted. That's just it. But when it comes to being aligned with yourself and having a relationship with God, it's a whole different light. When I first found myself through Christ, I gave my life up to Him after He healed me and brought me back to life. So I gave my life to Him, and He promised me that He would make me happy from that point on. And that's exactly what He's done. He's done that to the point where He fixed my marriage. He's done that to the point where He's fixing my husband. He's fixing my children. And He's fixing everyone else around me too at the same time. And it is so amazing to me that I'm just here for the ride. I can't be nothing but grateful and happy and thankful and all the great things that come along with the name of God. With that being said, I bring up the subject of, being one with God because a lot of people confuse and say, well, women have to let their men lead and all that other stuff. But you have to understand that you can't let a man lead if the man is not being led by God. God has to lead first. He leads the entire marriage. And if you are not right with God, you are not right with yourself. And if you're not right with yourself, how do you expect anyone else to be right with you? I mean, think about it. It only makes sense. And when I reached that threshold where I felt like my existence was no longer significant to anyone around me because I was nothing but a burden. People were bringing me water. I couldn't get up to go to the bathroom half the time I wanted to go. I would hold it for so long because it was so painful just to walk to the bathroom. My knees will buckle under me. I was getting dizzy in the shower, going into septic shock, because doctors failed to notice the symptoms. However, at the end of the day, when you're under a spiritual attack, it is not up to people to see the symptoms because it is not their problem to fix. It is God's problem to fix. And unless you go to God and specifically tell him what you want him to do, why you want him to do it, and what you're going to do with the strength that he gives you after he does it, God is not going to respond. It's a contract. You have to come to God and vocalize your contract and be like, look, we need to make a deal because what I'm doing ain't working out. And the only person I can see that can fix this is you because I've tried so many ways. I've tried this. I've tried approaching it from this angle. I've tried approaching it from that angle. And I haven't let you lead the way. And I've gotten to the point where I feel like I'm too stupid to keep leading the way. So I'm going to let you do it. And then I'm also going to read your manual, the Bible, in the process to make sure that I can confirm the things that you're telling me. And then once I get to the point where I'm meditating and reading the Bible, I'll just listen to your words. And that's it. Me and you can directly talk to each other. And that's how we've been doing it. And it's worked for me. And I have a strong feeling that it'll work for anyone who tries it. So, it's up to you guys to see when you want your life to change and when you don't. And at the end of the day, hopping around with different men and women, it sounds cool and it sounds fun because it's been glorified. But it's not beneficial to your health. It's not conducive to your health. Unfortunately, what happens to you when you do stuff like that, you just soak in everyone else's baggage. Ew! No one wants to soak in other people's baggage. That's disgusting if you ask me. I think that's disgusting on so many levels. Like, ew. And for you and your partner to have multiple partners, oh man, do you know how much negativity you're filtering? Just with one sex partner, you're probably filtering 50 people worth of negativity. That is crazy. And these people don't get toxic just from having sex with other people. People become toxic from human interaction as a whole. And if you are toxic from human interaction, then, there's nothing else you can do but actually ground yourself. Now, God has made several ways to make you ground yourself, one of which is actually walking on the ground yourself. And if you walk on grass without your shoes on, the grass will act as pressure points pushers and push the pressure points that you have to hit to be realigned. Things like that is so amazing to me. And I haven't actually read that in a book, but it just makes so much logical sense that God gives me information to give you all, and I just dish it out. Why not? Why not? I have nothing to lose. I think I'm a credible source, and those of you who disagree with me or have or would like to concur, you're more than welcome to do so. And then when you do this, make sure that you research and listen to multiple people about what multiple people have to say about it. And then you draw your own conclusions. See, when it comes to knowing yourself and knowing God, I think the Bible is the best place to turn. Now, I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of the information that you need to know in regards to how to handle and spiritually cleanse your body has been completely hidden from the Bible. Because God only wants you to come to Him for the healings that you can do yourself. He wants you to go directly to the source, because that's just like walking around with a battery pack every single day. And you'd rather charge the battery pack than charge your phone from the direct socket. It's like, how much sense does that make? You know, first of all, it'll charge a lot faster if you put it directly into the source. And then once you get it to that point, it'll probably last a lot longer. It won't heat up, and you won't have to keep recharging it every second. So when it comes to your spiritual balance and your heart and charging and recharging and interacting with your environment, it is important for you to be spiritually aligned. I am talking and walking fast in the middle of all of these ducks, and not one of them has budged. None of them feel threatened by me. They know that my spirit is aligned. Look, they're even walking towards me. If I had food, they'd be surrounding me. They probably won't let me touch them, which, you know, I don't want to touch them. Look at them. They're beautiful. They just want to chill. Go ahead, little lady. Look. How can you not be happy when you're walking in this? Look at that. I'll do my own boomerang. Infinity sign. Nature for days. That's the infinity sign from God. It's beautiful. Putting my shoes back on and sweating some bullets right here in the sunlight. Help my cardio going. And I'm about to pick up my heart rate in just a second. But I wanted to conclude this video because I feel like the beauty that comes from being aligned with oneself and God is a gift. It is a blessing. And I'd hate for all of you guys to deprive yourself from that blessing. Get in contact with God. Tell Him what you want. He's more powerful now than He's ever been, because, you know, a lot of people have woken up to a lot of the lies that have been told to them for decades. And when you actually recognize the actual important things in life, you know, look at this coronavirus situation. When it comes to being locked in your house with your family, you have no choice but to face real life and kind of recognize where you've gone wrong in the process of raising your own family. And then you have to check yourself and then talk to God, ask Him for forgiveness and guidance on how to fix it. And once you get to that point that you fixed it, everything's going to fall into place. Everyone's going to fall into place. And it's all going to be a happy place. And that's where we all want to be. That's all where we should want to be. And for anyone to jump on any stereotypes to avoid what's good for them, which is God, there's no denying that God is the best thing for everyone. I mean, you feel it inside. You walk around with His breath and His spirit and His soul within you every single day. And you have the ability to heal other people with your happiness. So why not be happy? That sounds like a win-win situation for me. I mean, shoot, let's be happy. Let's be happy. Cancer survivor here, walking down these streets. Yay me. Bye.